Hey, whoa, 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 hold on. That's not how costume change works. You don't get to pick what you add. Hey, whoa there, hold on. But fine, I'll add a bird. It's topical for today, so fine, hold on. We'll just find generic bird PNG. Alright. You get what you get. You don't get to pick your bird, okay? That's the rule. That's the rule I'm gonna stick with. You don't get to pick your bird. Also, hi everybody. Sorry, I've gotten very sidetracked very early. This is a world record for how quickly I've gotten sidetracked. Hi everybody. Welcome back to Shadows Over Loathing. Alright, hold on. Hey, no bonking. No bonking. Where's my... That's a good bird. That's a good bird. If I can put... Can I get this one actually behind me? If so, this might actually be a pretty good... No, I like this guy. Hold on, I want a chunky bird. Let's see. Fat bird PNG. Hold on. No, I want a real fat bird. I like this guy. I like this guy. Hold on. I'll be with you in a moment. Raven gave me a priority that I must deal with. Alright, add that there. Woo. AI generates. No, we're not AI generating birds. No. Get out of here. Get out of here. I know you're joking. I know. Oh, it's also Angel Dust's birthday? Interesting. Yeah, no, happy birthday to Kasane Teto. My, the only duet partner I've ever had in a cover song. God, I love Teto. Man, I love Teto. You love spaceships? I love spaceships too. It was really cool seeing the spaceship launch earlier today. I love space. Space is just cool in general. Hold on. Let me, get this bird here and then we'll get going. Yep. Oh, shut up. Bird. He's a big chonky bird. Hold on. Let me just, No, don't hang on my hair. Let go. Let go. Well, this isn't working out. Here, how about... Is that good? No, stick to me. There we go. Now he's perched. Now we're talking. Now that's what I call bird. You knew Izuki was a... I'm not! Despite whatever the AI on Google might tell you. For some reason, it always flags my thumbnails as made with AI, and it pisses me off. But, yeah. Anyway, hi everybody. Sorry, that was a whole heck of a lot of tangents. But welcome back. Yeah, I'm thinking pear toe, oh, whoa, whoa. I do love me some Kasane Teto. I do. Anyway, we got a game to play. Also, I don't know which platform it was, but fuck whichever platform said that bird brain was a banned word. They made me start late today. I'm mad. I'm pissed. Anyway, hi everybody. Yeah, Q Space is Cool by Markiplier. Yeah, I did see your cosplay photo shoot pics. Very nice, very cool. You need to teach me how to pose. I'm a terrible cosplay poser. I've already got like a routine set up. I'm gonna try on all my cosplays like multiple times before my big con, and I'm gonna try to come up with good poses and like do some research on poses because I gotta get better at poses. I spend so much time trying to make the costume look good, and someone asks to take a picture of me, and I'm like, peace sign, hey, how you doing? Fucking hate it. I'm such a loser when it comes to pics. I can't do it. Alright, anyway, let's do it. Welcome back to Shadows Over Loathing. Okay, so we needed to finish up all this stuff here and go uncurse the object so that we can move on to the next chapter. Photographer gave you some pose ideas. Nice. That's really helpful. See, that's another thing. I don't have photographer friends. So whenever someone takes a picture of me, unless someone asks to take a picture of me, like if I ask someone to take a picture of me that I'm with, it's gonna be like the most like mom quality picture you've ever seen in your life. Also, sorry, I just realized you vertical format people, you're not even seeing the game yet. My bad. There you go. Alright, all good, all good. Here's a point where you're just holding the knife and saying stab. Nice. I feel like that's in character. That's in character. Alright, let's check out the... Alright, you know what? Let's just get the namesake of this stream out of the way, huh? Let's go to Barbara's Hut. Oh, it should have been... Oh, when Bird Brain didn't work, I should have had a Pizza Hut joke. Oh, god damn it. Ah, that would missed opportunity. Oh, well, whatever. Now, here's a sad sight. Old house abandoned long ago to the swamp. Half sunk in the wet muck and that that passes in these parts for roads. Might have been a nice family lived in this house one time. Now look at it. It's a shame. It's a shame is all. Alright, let's go inside. Jeepers creepers! There's a bandit shot dead on the floor! Right in the foyer! Must have come looking for treasure from the look of it. He wasn't the only one. Oh, the stink of death hangs in this place, alright. What is this? What is going on in here? Is this a whole murder mystery now? Holy gosh. Sitting room is littered with bodies. 3 more bandits and the entire defensive line of the Ocean City football team. What? Why? Obvious what happened. Bandits and football players got sold the same line on buried treasure by some shifty rumor monger. Both groups came here searching for the pair for their fortunes, ran into each other, and everyone got shot to pieces. Wherever that double dealer who sold them the tip is now, he better be smiling. Alright. Oh, he's here in the kitchen. Also shot. By a bandit and a linebacker, looks like. But he got him too. Poor pathetic souls. Now the bedroom, the finish line. And here's who made it. Quarterback and the wide receiver. You'd figure they'd have been on the same side, but they shot each other in the back simultaneously. And there's nothing in here but a single jewelry box on a nightstand. Ain't that funny? All that death for a couple trinkets. Nothing rots a person like greed. Yoink? You kidding me? I'm not leaving that. It's mine. I have to witness all those dead bodies for that. I worked for it. Continue where you were going. Hold back tears and continue where you were going. Weep openly and continue where you were going. There we go. Alright, what did that get me? Small jewelry box, which will come in handy if you need to move some jewelry from place to place and you don't want to wear it on the trip. Porpoise bangle and a anaerobic ring. Okay. Immune to fire. +1 moxie and... I could probably sell those. That's not that good. This isn't so much as a bird bat as a bird dirtier. Well, I'm fishing in it. That ain't gonna stop me. Oh, there was a new Hell of a Boss short today? Ooh, I might have to go take a look at it. You better not be April Foolsing me. I don't take kindly to those April Fool's tricks around here. I get pissed off. I get pissed off when I fall for one, because I always do. I always fall for at least one that I see, and it's usually some kind of big announcement that I was excited for. Okay. I'll have to take a look. Interesting. Interesting. Nice. Nice. You caught a slithering pukefish. Okay. What do we got here? This cattail looks different from most others. That is true. Interesting. Well, I can't interact with them. So, I guess I'll just take that for what it is. Ooh, hobo code. Hobo code carved into the chunk of the... Oh, I don't have enough knowledge! Damn it! I wish that pencil guy would just give me his share of the hobo code. You cautiously enter the spooky hut and discover it's actually really nice inside. A young woman with a rather twig-oriented hat greets you. Oh, hello. Please come in. I don't get many visitors, apart from the birds. I might be in the wrong place. Are you Barbara Yargara? That's correct. And you are? I'm Ibuki Uber. A pleasure. Come in. Come in. That's a lot of birds. I don't know if I can trust a person with that many birds. That's a lot of birds. Okay. Chess set is nothing but rooks on one side and nothing but doves on the other. Probably shouldn't mess with this trapdoor without Barbara's precision? And probably all her birds' permissions, too. Okay. Barbara's well-maintained arcane oven. Nah, I don't need any of that. Bed. Bed with a feather pillow. Barbara's vanity. Oh, no, we're not doing any of that. Small bird bath, and Barbara does not appear to have set out a feast for her crows. This is a nice house. Compared to all the other ones that have been falling apart that we've seen. Huh, never seen an indoor bird bath before. Oh, that was a gift. It's too small for my birds, though. That's too bad. Is it? I don't see why these birds couldn't fit in there. I mean, yeah, you can't put them all in at once, but still. Ooh, I did see the Backrooms trailer. I did. It looked good. I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of excited for it. It looks, I'm kind of hyped. I really want to go see it with my movie reviewer friend who knows not a goddamn thing about the Backrooms. Honestly, he probably sees that trailer. He probably thinks it's an original idea, and he's like, oh, okay, what are these Backrooms? He's in for a surprise. Alright. This is a really nice house, to be honest. To be honest, I was expecting everything to be a lot more, you know, witchy. Oh, you've heard the old stories. Those are about my granny. She was really into croning. Croning? Being a crone. You know, all the really old traditional magic stuff. She lived to be nearly 200 years old. When she passed, she left me this house and all her birds and so on. I see. Is that why you're here? Chasing the old legends of Barbara Yargara? Yeah. Well, not exactly. I met a kid who's into old stories, but he was afraid that you might be the child-eating kind of witch, so he sent me instead. That's adorable. I don't think I've ever eaten a child, but there's no telling what was in Granny's stews. I'm not sure if that was meant as a joke, or... Sure. Anyway. Okay, that's a concerning answer. Okay. Yeah, no. I know he's gonna ask me to show him, like, a lore deep dive of all the Backrooms bullshit. I already know it. I already know what's coming. He did the same thing for FNAF. I mean, he knew FNAF was a game before that, but he was like, oh, hey, can I watch you play some of the games? Can I try one? Can we, like, do you have any lore videos I could watch? I'm kind of curious. And I was like, oh, buddy. Oh, let me introduce you to game theory here. He actually really enjoyed hearing the lore. He was fascinated. Anyway, I'm supposed to take back a feather to prove I've met you. Okay, I can't just give you one, though. Are you sure? Yeah, sorry. I have to give you some kind of test first. It's a traditional thing. What sort of test? Well, it's a lot of work keeping the room clean, what with the birds and all. I'm getting behind on my other chores. Oh, chores. Or you could fight me. Fight you? Granny trained all these birds to be killers. But I haven't exactly been looking for trouble like she used to, so they could use some exercise, you know? Yeah, I'll fight them. I'm not doing your chores. I'll shoot all your birds. Oh, they're not. Oh, your birds ain't shit. I thought these birds are supposed to be killers. You made it sound like these birds were actually going to be a problem. All right, let's try this. I haven't used it before. Nice. Okay. Gonna light them all on fire. Attack 5 of them. Oh, beautiful. That's what I'm talking about. Excellent. Excellent. Oh, I can't... Wait, can I actually hit her? Oh, she's invulnerable. All right, you go. Good enough. Shoot. Okay. Alright. The birds aren't too bad. They're not good enough, but they're not too bad. You only have 1 AP, Alright, yeah, might as well do that so I can hit multiples. And then I'll take you out. Good enough. Good enough. Nice. Also, how's volume for you guys? Is the game volume a little quiet, or are we good? I'm still messing with things now that I have that new headset hooked up. You won. Barbara dusts herself off and tends to her wounds. Wow, nice job. That was a real workout. Here you go. You earned it. Sweet. I'll take it. Thank you. Interesting game. Hard on the guy. Hard on the eyes with all the white, though. Yeah, I could see that. Unfortunately, I don't get a choice. It's only inverted colors when it's when we're in the spirit world area. Volume's good on your end? Okay, good to know. Good to know. Also, personal question. Does this make it louder for you guys, or does this not make it louder? Is that louder? Oh, wait, hold on. There we go. I don't think that changed it for me either. Okay, I think we're good. I think I got it back to where it was now. Oh, that was the wrong dial, that's why. There we go. Did that make anything louder for you guys, or is that the same? I think that's just volume for me, but I'm still getting used to that as well. Alright, anyway. You got anything else to say? Nope. Alright, moving on. Don't hear any difference? Okay, that's just for me. Good to know. Good to know. It's funny. It's funny how many little knobs and features that different headsets can have. You would imagine that they're all the same, but they're not. Okay. Holy fuck, I have a lot of XP. Let me spend some of that. Alright, upgrade crack knuckles. You study knuckle anatomy, and then you can't think about until you can't think about anything else. When you finish, you crack your knuckles so loudly that the resulting sonic boom disintegrates the book. Alright. Meat drops, choose not to be cold. Alright, let me do one of each of these. Red one of those. Red one of those. There we go. I don't have enough for that. Alright, good enough. Give me a little bit more protection. It's like every single version of the DS having a yeah, kinda. You hear it louder slightly. Huh, interesting. Maybe it did make a difference then. Alright, I turned the knob back down a little bit. I don't know if that'll make a difference, but I did. No, I didn't. I didn't listen to the Sonic stuff. I'm sorry. Alright. Mob submarine. Despite anything the map might say about it, you've managed to wander back to the spot where you set that trap for the... I love that it acknowledges that the map isn't accurate. For the Chupa Naranja. Peering through the bushes, you discover that your trap has indeed trapped something. It sort of looks like a giant toad with a tentacle face, covered in boils that might also be eyes? I have no idea what the Chupa Naranja looks like, but this seems about as likely as anything you were imagining. The presumed Chupa Naranja seems pretty annoyed about being caught in your trap. Carefully sneak up on the Chupa Naranja when it senses your presence and thrashes angrily, breaking free of your trap. Then it turns to face you. It seems mad. Yeah, we got this. Ooh. Ooh. I feel like that's like the wild mutt of toads. Just an eyeless toad. I like it. Is it bad that I don't actually hate it? I kind of like him. Ah, he won't be a big thing. He won't be an issue. Oh, actually, he might. He might kill Molly. Alright, let's do that. Oh, it deals 8 spooky damage to all combatants. Oh. I actually don't like that. I didn't realize it damages me, too. Shit. Okay, noted. Maybe I'm not gonna keep using that. Alright, anyway, let's heal that damage I did to myself. I like that now it says El Chupa Naranja. Alright, get him. Easy. Find it kind of funny that the song is called Sonic Boom, and many years later, Sonic Boom TV show. That is funny. I feel like that one's just a coincidence. I don't think they were inspired by it or anything. You won! You quickly cut off one of the creature's nostrils and pick up your trap and get the heck out of there before that thing regains consciousness. Alright. Yeah, let me... What other items do I have for my offhand? Steal HP from an opponent equal to your muscle. Heal yourself twice your moxie. That's pretty good. I'm gonna hold on to that one for now. Heals your muscle and physical damage. Crack it open to deal your muscle and spooky damage. Reduces an enemy's muscle. Reduce an enemy's muscle. I can get rid of the Haunted Duck Call. This is just a better version of the Haunted Duck Call. Nah, the Silvery Crystal Orb is better. Yeah, I'm gonna hold on to that Silvery Orb. That'll do. Is there a car door in the inventory? Why isn't there a car door in your inventory? You mean you don't carry a car door around with you? I feel like that's a you problem. Disappointing lack of sandwiches inside. Huh? Well, forewarned is forearmed. Forearmed? Earned? I guess? Alright, I don't know what that means. Oh, because it's a sub. Because it's a sub, that's why. I was gonna say, why the fuck would there be sandwiches inside? So stupid. Alright, what do we got in here? Control panel has a big dial on it labeled internal pressure. Periscope, which is a device for looking at guys named Perry. Ah, no Perrys on the horizon today, Captain. Oh! Oh! Disappointing lack of sandwiches. This is a great phrase. I agree. Pressure 13. Okay, I don't know if that was good. You open the hatch to discover that the lower deck is completely flooded. You'll need some kind of breathing apparatus if you want to go down there. Good thing I have one. This pipe is clogged. There we go. Oh my god. Oh my god. Of course. Of course. What else would the pipe be clogged with? That's a kick when you're rushing places. A dancing Russian plumber's favorite and least favorite thing. Oh, yeah. Nope, that's the new one. That's the new walk right there. I love it. I love it. I'm never taking off the clogs. New favorite. This game's so much dumb humor. I know, I love it so much. Hatch is labeled torpedo, including the period. Yeah, dad jokes the game. The wheel on the hatch is stuck fast. No amount of grunting or straining will make it go round and round. Alright. Submariners must have used the extra steam to do their laundry. Alright, a mildewy sailor's hat. A very, very nasty hat. It's not bad. It's not bad, though. Gotta say. Not too bad. Sub's giving Iron Lung vibes. What is it, the vines? Is that what's doing it for you? Back half of the submarine is blocked by an impenetrable tangle of roots. Alright. Let me pop this bad boy back on. I can't believe I almost sold this, and here, now it's coming in handy. Oh, fuck, I could fish in here? That's bullshit. Why even give me the option? Why would you even give me the option if I can't fish? That's so stupid. Alright, I'm going down. These torpedoes have been ruined by water. Somebody should have damned them. This crate has been crusted shut by freshwater barnacles. Ironically, this is a crate of rust remover. Lock in the lockbox is rusted away, making it just a regular box. Alright. Riches! Riches were inside. I can't complain about that. I mean, I can, but I'm not going to. What if I just turn the pressure up to 100? Can I, would that do anything? What does this pressure do? I feel like this is a bad idea. Alright, I got no idea. I have no clue what that's supposed to do. I'm just getting out of here. Interesting. Alright, whatever. Not gonna worry about it. But I am putting my hat back on. There we go. What did the mob actually want me to do with the sub? Was it the riches? Remove some booze from the mob's sunken submarine in the Big Moist. But how? But how? How the fuck do I... Where would I get the booze? What? How did I... Did I miss something down there? Hold on, I want to try looking one more time, make sure I didn't miss anything. The bird on my shoulder reminded you that earlier you saw a picture of a bird that was round. I love a round bird. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it must have something to do with the pressure, but I have no idea. The only guess is to put it at 25. Why 25? It's a puzzle, but you don't see enough info. Yeah. Okay. Maybe we'll get enough info for it later. I'm just gonna leave for now. We'll come back to it. Probably. Maybe. Oh, because of the dial downstairs. Yeah. No, I get that. Alright. I mean, I guess I can go look downstairs because I changed the pressure and then I didn't go look down. Let me just make sure, I guess. Yeah, I got nothing. All right. There's probably something we need to know. Because it did say that we could fish if there was something to prop it up. So maybe we need something to prop it up first. Alright. Where to... Oh, we get a pink moon tonight? That's cool. I love when fun things happen in space. Quite embarrassed gentleman waist deep in swamp muck. Gives you a wave. Seem to be stuck, he says, but I'm not too proud to ask for help. Well, unfortunately, you're too weak to give it. Yep. I'm only 7 strong. All of the items on this table are either made of or covered in moss. Interesting. Moss is twinkling for some reason. Alright. Well, if this isn't the Moss Man the kid was talking about, you've got a real unusual coincidence here. He doesn't exactly look fearsome, but if you're looking for a fight, it might be best to take advantage of surprise. Nah, I'll talk to him. Use our words. Excuse me, are you a Moss Man? Yep, that's me. Clyde Mossman. Pleased to meet you. Hamabuki Uber. Welcome to my humble abode. I ain't get many visitors, except some weird kid I sometimes see peeking around the trees. Huh. Are you actually Moss, man? I ain't quite sure I got your meaning. That's my last name, like I said. Yeah, but are you a human person or some sort of swamp creature? I get that this is a strange and possibly rude question. Well, I weren't always this way, but I've been living in this swamp a long time. I kinda just dug in and got comfortable. The moss just sorta grows out of me natural-like now, instead of hair. Ew. Guess it happened so gradual, and I got so accustomed to it, it didn't occur to me to question it. Whoop, sorry. Didn't mean to give you some kind of philosophical crisis. No apology necessary, friend. But it isn't something I'm gonna be chewing on. It is something I'm gonna be chewing on for a while. Alright. Hey, even weirder question. Can I have some of your moss? Excuse me? You drop an existential bombshell on me and now you're asking for part of my body? I'm really not in top social form today, I guess. I do need some of that moss, though. Well, I'll tell you what. Help me solve this puzzle of whether I'm a man or a monster, and I'll give you some moss. What? I need to help you determine if you're a man or a Muppet? Is that what we're doing here? I say you're a monster! Well, the way I see it, you seem intelligent and can hold a conversation, and I haven't tried to murder me for my delicious organ meats. How do you know they're delicious? So I figure, what does it really mean to be a human anyway? You may well be less Homo sapien and more whatever the technical term for moss is? But does that really matter in the grand scheme of things? What's really important is just being a good person, whatever kind of person you are. Well, that's real. Even if it is an extremely weird kind of person. Buki, you could have left that part out. Well, that's real good of you to say, friend. I guess that answers my question. Great. Here, let me give you some of my moss, like I promised. He peels off some of his mustache and hands it to you. Thanks. Say, are you a hobo? Oh my god, I found another hobo? I didn't think he counted. Well, ain't the thing about hobos that they're always on the move? I feel like I'm practically the opposite of a hobo. I happen to know a group of hobos who settled down and built themselves a pretty nice camp. I bet you'd be welcome there if you're interested. Well now, I do value my solitude, but it certainly couldn't do any harm to visit and see. In fact, I do believe I'm due for a vacation. Nice! I was just thinking I gotta go visit the hobo camp soon. It's been a while. When we go back to Ocean City, we'll take a look at the moss stash. I love it. We'll go take a look at the hobo camp too while we're there. Alright, I think I did everything at these places. Did I not? Did I do stuff at the Radio Shack? Let me check. You hear a commotion, or perhaps a tussle, or a good old-fashioned ruckus nearby. Investigating, you find that several vampires and a gator man have a gator man pinned to the ground and appear to be trying to vampirize him. Grah! Hold still, will you? His neck is all scaly, though. Did someone bring a drill or a can opener or something? Hey! Leave that gator man alone. I won't stand for you vampires going around inflicting your undeadness or disease or whatever it is on innocent people. I think it's a disease. Aren't we undeads? Not like a zombie or a skeleton way. The last necromancer was killed decades ago. Hey, stop that. Yeah, don't talk with your mouth full. I mean, stop biting that guy. Mind business. He volunteered anyway. Anyway, I'm finished. What? Really? It's been a while. What do you mean it's been a while? Hi, Raven. Rah, drink blood, power big. Gatorman stands up with a terrible red glow in his eyes. Drink blood, kill busybody. Oh, jeez. I shouldn't have gotten involved. Alright, kill them all. Alright, so that heals me. I'm not going to do that. But I will burn them. Summon. Yeah. Easy peasy. Get you. Get you again. There we go. That'll do. Oh, yes. Oh, one and done. I'm sorry, Raven. I didn't mean for your joke to not land. You won! Could make a suitcase out of the Gatorman's skin. Then you could have a suitcase that catches fire in the daytime to go with your one that catches fire at night. What? What? Did I ever plug the device into a radio here? Okay, yeah, I remember there was a bunch of vampires here. I remember that. Okay. Then let's go to... Oh my god, I still haven't made it to Largemouth Bass and Sons. Actually, I think I might have done all the monster stuff too, so let me go there. Oh no, I didn't do the treehouse yet. I know I... Wait, no, the treehouse isn't one of those. I'm going back. I already found Charles. I don't even need to go to Largemouth Bass and Sons. Find an old medicine show wagon overturned in the swamp. Most of its contents have long since hazardously dissolved. Wow, tongue twister. Dissolved into the local ecosystem. But there's probably some stuff left. Okay. I'll take it. Alright, kids. You mean the one from one of her... Hi, any luck getting a feather from Barbara Yagara? You mean from one of her birds, right? Right, yeah. She doesn't have feathers herself. We established that. Good, good. Just checking. There you go. Wow, thanks, mister. What was she like? She was pretty nice, actually. Cool. That was the fart girl. I already got hers. Already got him. Right? Yeah, he was the Bigfoot kid. You're for the moss. Hi, I met the moss man you were talking about. See? I told you he's real. Yeah, he's a pretty decent guy, actually. Look at me his mustache. Here. Oh my gosh, it's amazing. Thank you. You're welcome. Kid happily sticks the mustache on his upper lip. How do I look? Bless me. Sorry. Mossy? This is the best day of my life. It's like SpongeBob. Now that we're men, we can do anything. Alright, I already did you. Why didn't you? Yeah. Yeah, now the kid has a mustache. Hey, I caught the Chupa Naranja you were after. Well, nearly. I had to tussle with it a bit. Got the job done, though. Wow, that's great. Now we have real proof of why there aren't any oranges in the swamp. Sure. Anyway, here's the nostril. Neat. I'll wear it as a ring. Oh. Okay. Fucking psychopath. Anyway, don't go near that part of the swamp for a while. It was real mad. Okay. Well, I think I have a full sash now. Does that mean I'm a member? I'm not an outsider. I'm a member. What do I even do with this? Oh. +1 muscle, +1... Ooh, that's good. Muscle, Mysticality, Moxie. Can use 1 additional combat item per round. 5... Oh my god. What is that compared to the one that I have right now? Is that my Jagged Ring that I have equipped? Oh no. Regenerate 3 HP per round. Honestly, I'd rather have that. That is a nice accessory. Damn. They were fake. Of course they were fake. I love that movie. I gotta watch it again. Maybe that'll be a fun little project for me in the near future. Popping in my DVD and watching the SpongeBob SquarePants movie. Oh, you're right. Now that I'm wearing it, let's talk. Oh, new cat unlocked. There we go. Boris looks at your sash and nods approvingly. New cat unlocked. I'll pet him. I don't know what the boon does, but I'll take it. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I give Boris a decisive petting. What's his boon? Is it in my effects? Boris. +3 spooky armor. Okay. Alright. I'll take it. Good call on that, Raven. I didn't even think about that. Suddenly, silently, a flock of shadowy bats flies up out of the swamp, leaving not a single ripple on the... Yeah. I've already seen that one. Shoot him. Shoot him dead. Alright. Actually, I should have just done the damage. I don't know what I was thinking. Yeah, it'll be fine. That'll be fine. Kill him. Easy peasy. Largemouth Bass and Sons. State your business. Pleasure. Largemouth bass. Pleasure. You'd be the first in a while to find pleasure in these precedents. Largemouth Bass and Sons has been cursed of late, stranger. Sales are down, children are going missing. The bosses have stopped speaking to one another. I'd quit, but God help me, I love the damn fish. Preach, brother. Amen, brother. I don't, What happened to the kids? If you ask me, that's what I just did. The hell, they ran off. But this life isn't for everyone, and Tom and Kathy, they never had the makings of a largemouth bass deboner or reboner. I'm sorry. A reboner? That's what we do here. Mr. Tracy debones the bass and Mr. Chapman rebones them. Only then are the fish ready for sale at market. Are you saying you take out the fish's bones and then put them back in? It's traditional. It's tradition. For generations, a Chapman has deboned the bass. Bass. Yeah, bass. I almost said base. I was trying to correct myself. The bass has deboned the bass, and Tracy rebones them. That's a unique process, is what gives our bass a distinctive tang. Okay. All right. If you say so. I don't know how you get the bones back in, but okay. What goes on at this place? At Largemouth Bass and Sons? We fish largemouth bass, and most of us are sons. I don't know what I expected. Why don't the bosses speak to each other? Between you and me, and 3,600 largemouth bass. Mr. Chapman and Tracy haven't been on speaking terms since Mr. Chapman was snubbed at the Aquademy Awards a few years back. They tolerate each other only because they both perform a function vital to the business. Deboning and reboning? Right. Mr. Chapman debones the bass, and Mr. Tracy rebones the bass, just as their fathers did before them. That traditional process is what gives our bass its distinctive tang. Okay, alright, if you say so. Oh, I'm going fishing. As soon as it'll let me again. Oh, you know I'm going fishing. I hope you're... Alright, maybe I'm not fishing. Never mind. I hope you're not planning on sticking that rod in there. Largemouth Bass and Sons have the exclusive license to fish on those waters. Is there any way I can fish in here? No. Largemouth Bass and Sons has the fishing rights. Flex and say, fishing might makes fishing right. Oh yeah, we're going with that one. Hey Clips, how you doing? Welcome. That attitude might get you places at smallmouth bass and nephews, but we run things differently here. Okay, fine. Sign identifies these waters as the site of historical importance. This pool is the birthplace of largest mouth Luke, a bass present at the signing of the Declaration of Independence. On August 2nd, 1792, he returned to his home waters to die, but his body was never found. What? What? I'm sorry, what? What does any of that mean? Hi, guard. Hi, other guard. Can I go up here? The shotgun's keeping you out or something else in. Yeah, I'm going inside. I don't care. Hey there. What do we got here? Emptied to magnify the misfortune of my stolen daughter. Any idea who did this? I have my suspicions, yes. Tough break. When did this happen? 3 nights ago. I'm still in shock. I can't even muster the strength to close the safe. I can do it for you. It's not that hard. Would you? Sure. Oh, okay. Through the knife of the deboner doth still shape the largemouth bass, and the world through our action. There are legion who do not believe, and wouldst tear down thy work. Okay. This is a weird-ass place. You're not close enough to read this. I absolutely am. Oh, I definitely am. Aquademy of Fresh and Saltwater Game Fish. Certificate of Nomination for Award. Be it known that Adam Tracy was nominated for an Aquademy Award of Merit for Outstanding Achievement. Best Deboning. Best. Alright. Hey there. Greetings. As a mariner, do you hate being stuck behind this desk? Excuse me. If I make 6 figures a year behind this desk, and you mind your man... I make 6 figures a year behind this desk, and you mind your manners. You're addressing Adam Tracy, Chief Deboning Officer of Largemouth Bass & Sons. Are you here about Kathy? Yeah, I saw some posters about missing children. That's right. 3 nights ago, Kathy disappeared along with all her clothes and possessions. The contents of that safe there, and the company truck. Oh, and the Chapman kid. Yeah, I don't think she got kidnapped. I think she might have just left. Sounds like she might have run away from home. I'll excuse the remark, as you don't know my Kathy, but it's suffice to say that's impossible. Kathy loves largemouth bass, and almost as much as assuming preordained roles in a multi-generational family business. Nope, Kathy would not simply leave home. There's a much simpler explanation. Occam's Gator. Occam's Gator? A monstrous gator man. Centuries old, 10 feet tall if he's an inch, with scales as blue as the deepest ocean. He has 2 tails and sharp as razors, and he's not afraid to shave you. His appetites are insatiable. He'll strike at night and gobble up our fish guns, tax returns, whatever. Now I fear my Kathy. I don't know what we did to provoke his ire, but that beast has bullied and bothered our business since my grandfather was in toddler pants. I sometimes think the swamp itself has summoned him up to be our tormentor. I think Occam's Gator ate Kathy. If Occam's Gator ate Kathy, aren't we too late? Alright, let's just do that. You have to understand, for decades, Occam's Gator has been the sole author of this business's misfortune. Could he eat up a child? Absolutely. That's his M.O., or monstrous operandi. Okay. Not necessarily. Occam's only handicap is his glacially slow digestion. Go ask Sylvester, a guard of ours. He was swallowed up by Occam's, but by stripping off his belly and greasing up his body in Occam's own fat, he was able to slither up out of Occam's jaws while the great beast slept. Okay, where can I find Sylvester? I don't know. We had to terminate him for attempting to unionize. Yikes. Woof. Alright, guess I'm not asking him. Sounds made up. There's nothing made up about a giant blue gator man who eats guns. One of our guards actually saw Occam's, even took a shot at him, but conventional weapons have no effect. Are you saying you haven't seen Occam's gator? I've seen the destruction he's wrought. I've certainly seen that. Okay, alright, if you say so. Okay. The refinder's fee? If I finders her? Find her? 300 meat, and my grandfather's fishing rod. But I'm running the show, alright? Not Chapman. I know he's got a missing boy too, but you can't just involve a reboner in an operation like this. They're far too emotional. If you're dealing with me, you'll keep him out of it. How about how about throwing in fishing rights? You've got your eyes on our largemouths, eh? I'll give you 10 minutes alone with the fish. How's about that? No questions asked. Who do you think I am? Why? Why do I need 10 minutes alone with the fish? No questions asked. You calling me a fish fucker? What do you think I'm gonna do with these largemouth bass? What do you think I have planned? How did you know? Alright, what's so special about your rod? What's special about it? It can catch things that your scientists would say are impossible to find in water. How about that? So it doesn't catch fish? Yes, fish, but also impossible things. Alright, deal. I'll do it. Good. Now, Peter, our guard by the front gate. He was the last to see Occam's gator in the sickening flesh. Peter chased him off our property to a revolting little hamlet, but dared not enter himself. I'll mark it on your map. I'm convinced that that's where you'll find Occam's and inside Occam's, Kathy. All right, now bring her home. You hear me? What do you hear? As I've said, what do you do here? As I've said, I'm the chief deboning officer here. My team and I debone the largemouth bass, after which it's passed over to my colleague across the way for reboning. All right. I get 300 meat, and I get to do whatever I want to the fish. Sounds like a deal. Looking for something? What's back there? Crew quarters. Off limits. You live here? Where the fish live. Where the fish live, we live. Can I go inside? No. It's a safe space for the Tracy family. Like our crypt. Can I go to that? Coward. Only the Tracy family is allowed in the private quarters. Need to find another entrance. Or think about marrying in. How do you rebone a fish? You put the bones back in. Duh. It's a mess through there. Oh, I don't mind. I don't mean it's messy. I'm saying the room where we have it's the room where we have meals. It's that type of mess. I thought they were only really used that term in the armed forces. You don't consider fishing to be part of the armed forces? What do you think we used to hold the rocks? Arms? I'm going in anyway. There's a bass thawing in the sink in each of the drawers. Refrigerator hums with quiet menace. Or maybe it's the motor. Only item in this inside is a sardine salad sandwich in a cardboard box. The box is labeled, Adams, do not eat. What if I eat it? Are you Adam? Fishing cats are slow to trust. The cat ignores your attempts to befriend it. Only true loyalty to the fisherman's cause will win it over. I kind of want to eat it. Take a bottle of bass oil. Okay. Why, it's glued to the table. Bottles, crate, the whole thing. You now notice the reverse of the sign, which reads, if you can. Oh, I'm taking the bottles. Huzzah! You break the bonds of the glue with satisfying thwart. Sweet. I'm taking the sign, too. What does my annoying sign do? Oh, nice. Cool. Just sell it. If you can. Alright. I'm gonna eat this. Ah, the sandwich smacks of something foul and deeply wrong, as if the food had rotted itself to punish your minor transgression. It reminds you of a story of your friend Eve, who ate a forbidden window display sandwich and was cast out from the Garden of Eden. I hate that. The effect. The original sandwich. What does it do? How does it fuck me? Oh, -1 moxie and muscle. Come on. Oh, I shouldn't have done it. I couldn't help it. I was greedy. I was greedy. Alright, I gotta go look at these guys now. Hey there. This puddle reflects a gloomy face. Talk to the puddle or the man? Man, please. What's the matter with you? She left me. Who left you? Amphibious truck. Oh, so not a person. No, I'm more interested in amphibious trucks. So what happened to your truck? Our truck. It's the company truck. We used to take it to the fish to the market. A couple of nights ago, I forgot to fill her up before bed, and that must have really ticked her off. Because the next morning, she was gone. No, nothing. Are you suggesting the truck is sentient? It's funny. I wouldn't have thought so, but I can't see any other explanation for it running off the way it has. That have anything to do with the missing kids? Tom and Kathy? I have to talk to Mr. Chapman or Mr. Tracy about that. Maybe they took the truck. I don't know. Seems like a stretch. Yeah, that seems like a stretch. When did children go missing? Same day as the truck, but I think that's probably a coincidence. How far could someone have gone in the truck? The gas left in her? Couldn't have gone further than 100 miles. 100 miles. 100 miles, okay. No, 100. Sorry. 100 is fisherman's lingo. Means 11. Is that true? Is that true? That cannot possibly be true. What's this puddle here? This is the gas I never gave her that night. It's here now in our special place, waiting for her to come home. Is it working? Obviously, you can see that it is not. Okay. Missing truck, huh? That's a shame. She'll be back. She has to come back. She'll run out of gas otherwise, and then where will she be? Okay. Someone hotwired the truck and stole those kids. No. The kids ran away from home. Absolutely. Alright. Nothing to say about you. Hey there. I'm gonna two-time, and I'm gonna work for both of you. The chum bucket is inscribed. A stranger is just a chum you haven't met yet. Cool. Bucket is secured to the floor. Those are decorative. And the chum inside is the very first batch of chum ever made by the largemouth Bass & Sons, back in the summer of 1803. It reminds us of our humble beginnings. Can I have it? No. Alright. Chum bucket is inscribed, champagne for my real chums, real pain for my sham chums. Champagne for my real real pain for my chum chums. Alright. What lies beyond that door is only for a fisherman. What is it? Fish. Can I fish here? Ha! I want to fish! I do still have the cursed key. I'm not gonna tempt fate. I don't want another bad effect. What's back here? Your quarters? And how would you know that? That's where Mr. Tracy had his. Maybe the two of you were more similar than you'd like to admit. Back off, Freud. Can I go inside? Into our family's private quarters. I'd sooner let a dogfish loose in my socks. Is that something you do? Rarely. Okay, alright. Lo, with the reboning knife of righteousness, has a complete bass been forged. This must be the mess, right? It is. Where we proudly serve reboned fish, just the way we like it. I don't want to see you slipping any bones out of that fish, you hear? What do I have to eat the bones? I can't make that promise. No, I want to go back in. God damn it. Fine. Surely a fisherman yearns for a glorious death at sea, not to wind up behind a desk. What's a dogfish? It's like a catfish, but it's a dogfish. Hello there. I wonder, do you ever wish you'd have a glorious death at sea? Ho ho! Many a sea creature has tried to give me one, pal. But before they can get their teeth in me, I've reboned them 6 ways to Sontag. He spits a wad of chewing tobacco out the door. Guy Chapman, Chief Reboning Officer, Largemouth Bass & Sons. And you must be a bookie, the one that I hear has thrown his lot in with that woeful deboner next door. Oh, surprised I know your name. Well, the largemouth bass have ears. Do they? They don't. They don't have ears. I'd like to talk about your son. I'm not sure I want to discuss my son with a confederate of Kathy Tracy, that Jezebel of a deboner's daughter. She's a delinquent sorceress who never cared a Walt Whitman for what we do here at Largemouth Bass, and she led my Tom into the belly of Occam's gator. Dogfish is a bottom-feeding shark that hunts it. Is that true? I'll believe you. You can just tell me it's true and I'll believe it. Oh, Occam's gator. I've heard of him. As long as there's been a largemouth bass & Sons, there has been an Occam's gator. To our great misfortune, I'd venture that there was no creature of land nor sea quite so terrible. 12 feet tall he is, red as a furnace. Oh, so one thinks he's red, the other thinks he's blue. With smoke billowing from his nostrils, and his rapacious appetites are a plague on our business. He'll eat everything we've got. Largemouth bass, everything. It keeps me up at night, wondering what we did to deserve him. Is it a sin against the land to both debone and rebone fish? Perhaps, perhaps. But damn it, that's what gives our basset zing. Well, a little sexist, don't you think? Not remotely. I'm not saying anything about her gender at all. I'm only saying she may have gotten my boy eaten by a gator man. But when you throw in words like Jezebel around, it's a little loaded. It's pretty far away to spit a wad of tobacco. Yeah, you're not wrong. He's got good aim. He's got a lot of power in that spit. He might not be a quitter after all. Is it? Well, I didn't mean anything by it. I'm willing to change, but you have to be patient with me, all right? I'm old-fashioned. I can't keep up with all these new ideas your generation has. Gender, penicillin. How's cat? Ah, the two most important hot-button issues, gender and penicillin. How was Kathy responsible? Well, the arrogance of youth. Kathy Tracy never thought she had anything to fear from Occam's gator. She didn't respect him. Several times I caught her attempting to summon the beast by shouting his name 3 times in a mirror, or directly into the mouth of a bass. Ew. It was always going to end with her in Occam's belly. I just didn't think my Tom would be fool enough to go along with it. You think Tom could have run away on his own? Absolutely not. Tom's a 3rd-generation bass boy, proud and true. Why, just last month he said, I'm excited about my future in reboning largemouth bass, Dad. Does that sound like the words of a boy with 1 foot out the door? No, there's a simpler explanation. The siren song of Kathy Tracy, who lures good men to the bellies of gators. Yeah, some town of idiots. That's all I wanted to ask about your son. That's all I wanted to answer. What do you do here? I'm the chief reboning officer at Largemouth Bass & Sons, like my father was before me, and etc. It's a wonderful life. A good family life. Alright. Feel like I should have maybe talked to you first and figured out who I wanted to go to. Alas, I've made my choice. Alright, let's go to the treehouse. I do want to kind of go back and see if I can fight that golem there. But I think we did all the other stuff. Okay. Treehouse, Gatorman, Hamlet, Return to the Leather Brothers, and I think that's it. Oh, here's a grisly sight. The carcass is some kind of swamp animal covered in huge ticks. Oh, no, wait. Some of them are buzzing around in the air. Are they actually wasps? Well, turns out both things can be true. There are tick wasps, which are notable for being the only insect that can stab you at both ends. All right. Yay! I love bugs. Yay! Kill them. Kill them all. Murder them. Bada boom. A bada boom. Bada boom. Yeah, there we go. You won! Hopefully you'll also win in your upcoming nightmares. I hope so too. This is where I can get the telescope, right? Isn't that what it was for? Bald cypress, so tough and tall that it's no surprise some fellow has chosen to make of it a tree home. Hello? Hey, mister. What'n you keep walking, huh? Why don't you keep walking, huh? This here's Will Hunter's treehouse, and the rules is, tain't no grown-ups allowed. Buzz off, kid. It's my treehouse now. Go suck eggs. What's your story, Will? Tain't much to tell. I ain't all that interested, mister. I swear. Not to city folks like you, no ways. I'm not city folk. Tick Wasp's goofy name. I agree. This whole game's goofy, and I love it. Ever seen a pig birth? No. Reckon not. Not many pigs giving birth in the city, I hear. Alright, fuck you. Fuck you. What's up there? Oh, it ain't nothing, I swear it. You don't want to see it anyways. I wanted to use that telescope you got up there. Afraid that telescope's the property of Will Hunter. Same as my licorice collection. You mean licorice? No, licorice. You wouldn't be calling it licorice because it ain't made of rice. It's called licorice because you lick it. But I'm saving mine up so's I can lick 'em all at once. How long you been saving your licorice? Reckon it's been a few months. It's okay to wait a few months on licorice as long as it's refrigerated good and proper. Have you refrigerated it? It's in my pocket with some rice, so I reckon so. Oh, with some ice? Why? What? Alright, you dumbass kid, let me up. What are you doing in a swamp? Nothing special. Same things every boy gets up to, I reckon. Do I don't want to know. Do I want to know? I must know what that is. I ain't telling. Anyways. Can you let me up? No adult ever been up in Will Hunter's treehouse, and I ain't fixing to break that streak. Not for nothing. You need to let me up. That so? Well, what's in it for Will? Aiding my vital mission against the forces of evil. Ooh, I like that. I like that. Yeah, let's go with that one. I don't want to offer a random kid milk. That feels shady. I don't like that. We'll do that one. Mission, huh? That like a job? I ain't got no job, mister, and I ain't need one. I'm fixing to get by in life through general scampery. Sounds like a no on helping you up the tree. Maybe you'll have to think of something else. All right, I'm just climbing up. Enough of this. It's time to clasp your robust limbs around the trunk of the wet, shedding cypress tree and begin to shimmy. Hey now, this is a private tree house. Stop or I'll tan you till you can't stand up. Take the risk. Why? There's no boy up in this tree house at all. Only the large and sagging features of a human face, sunk into the tree's very trunk. Surely, that can't be young Will Hunter. Is this game's version of Cactus Bill? Is this kid just a tree? He became a tree, or was born a tree? Oh, well, I reckon now tain't no keeping you from seeing my plight. I've been wicked, mister. What happened to you? Tain't much to tell. The can't possibly be true. The gray tree sighs, shedding scraps of bark that drift into the treehouse floor. Well, you ever hear of a doctor? Did you know what that is? Yes, well, I know what a doctor is. I only ever met one oh. Heck, what you want to be so mean for? I reckon most people go and ask they couldn't tell you one thing about what a doctor does. I only ever met one Dr. Wisp. One doctor, Dr. Wisp, lived on the same street as my step-on. 'Twas one morning he paid me 6 bits to paint his fence, and, well, heck, I swear I was fixing to do it, mister, but I heard there was an interesting trout down the river, a little wider than average, but not very wide, just the way Will Hunter likes. How can a boy resist? No, I agree. You needed to go catch a slightly wide trout. You should have painted the fence, Will. Oh, but I was gonna. Swear it. Anyway, Doc Weiss weren't real pleased to teach me a lesson. He went and cursed me to be a tree. How'd the doctor turn you into a tree? Don't ask Will Hunter how. All I know is doctors, they got all kinds of powerful tools. Tweezers, high chart, I could have used anything. Yeah, he got you with the height chart, obviously. What lessons are you supposed to learn from this? That I ought to paint fences if I says I'm fixing to. I guess that's it, yeah. It's about all I can think of. You end the curse? Well, the doctor told me I'd be a tree till I could make good by painting a bunch of fences all around town. Hard enough for me to do that like this, I'll tell you. Why? Why would he make that the condition? Why? You can't move. I could do it for you. Oh, mister, paint fences? You wouldn't want to do that. What do you give me for it? Say, that's a thought. Why, I got all sorts of treasure, mister. From gold bars to them pirate coins. If you help me out on this one, I'll give you the most valuable thing I own. A crystal. Alright, I'll do it. Wind picks up and snaps off a few weak twigs, but Will doesn't seem to mind. Say, that's real swell. Thanks a lot, mister. Yeah, rip, right. That doc who cursed me had a nice white picket fence. And he said something like Will Hunter got to paint 3 more fences just like this or he'll be a tree forever. Paint 3 fences, got it. You can get my paints and brush out of my knapsack. I just hand them to you, but I am a tree. Is there a ladder you can put down? Suppose I can. Paint a ladder in the way you and I know it, though, but part of this tree that I can sort of waggle around. I were still a boy, I reckon you'd say it's like my fingers or my nostrils. Well, Hunter extends his long, absorbent fingers and/or penis through the hole in the treehouse back to the swamp floor. Should be able to climb down the nostrils now. I'll see you around, Will. What else we got here? When he reaches a certain age, a boy loses his enthusiasm for hoarding rocks in a treehouse. This is called the death of innocence. Telescope is a gateway lens that often leads to the use of binoculars. In the distance, everything you see through the telescope is in the distance. A plume of black smoke rises above the treetops. The swamp has failed to elect a pope in this night. That's such a pointed reference. God damn it. You see nothing out of the ordinary. Rivers run around the trunks of trees. Crawdads and crawmoms make love upon the rocks. And a duck is impaled on the beak of a heron. Here in the swamp, it is a day like any other, and the circle of life turns on and on. It's a Huck knapsack, the favored brand of rascals and imps. Cool. Take care of those, will you? That long-handled brush belongs to my grandfather. Your grandfather? Don't think so. All right. Okay. All right, good. God damn it, now I gotta find 3 fences. Ugh. Alright, Gatorman Hamlet, let's do it. Wank. A thundering honk. Oh, honk. A thundering honk rattles the trees. Birds flees. Fish hide. You do not know what creature gave this honk, but you know it rules this swamp through fear. Oh, I don't have enough moxie to honk back. Damn it. Fine. Hey, Gatorman. You wouldn't happen to know about a fancy Gatorman, would you? The guards stop in their tracks and start sniffing around suspiciously. They're almost certain to notice you if you get any closer. Staying put isn't an option here. Which way do you want to go and how? Yeah, I'll fight. Got him. Ooh, that's a little messier than I had hoped. Light him on fire. Boom. I shouldn't have even bothered with that. 8, 13, 8. Alright, do it on you. Alright, that's good. And we'll kill you. Beautiful. Oh, there we go. No problem. Crystal's gotta be important. I don't know that'll be important, but it might be a useful item. And I do like me. I do like having items in my inventory that I'll never use a single time. I am the terror that stalks the swamp. Alright, not bad. Dangling rusty meat hook is a tasteful accent for any style of decor. Hi. The handle on this fridge is busted. This is gonna be a headache come to lunchtime. No dice, and no door opening either. Whoever smashed in the handle wanted to keep you out, or keep something in. A magical talking sandwich, maybe? There we go! That's why I saved the crowbar. With great effort, you force open the door. Released from his refrigerated cage, a cold man squirms out into the muck, gasping for air. My God! You are my savior! One more day trapped in there and I would have succumbed completely to despair! Who are you? I am Fabian, an illustrator of the natural sciences. Arid steppes, glittering bergs of ice. But lately my interests have taken me to these damp lands. I am in my sake period. How'd you get in there? I was traveling to the swamp to sketch native cypress, only to be caught in by a net of these gator-esque men. At first, they allowed me to roam within the confines of the camp, but when I shouted for help at a passing truck, I was put into the refrigerator. A passing truck, you say? What truck? Yeah, or an item that's useful for one specific thing, true. Oh, it hurtled through the camp like a bass out of hell. It was a boy and a girl at the wheel, and I called out, "Stop! I'm a prisoner! Take me with you!" But they drove on. What makes a person do that? What did I tell ya? It was obvious. Where was the truck headed? North of here. I'm sure of it. Ah, interesting. Thank you. You know of a creature called Occam's Gator? Occam's Gator? Supposedly a large gator with 2 tails who breathes smoke from its nostrils. Oh, yes. I think you're describing my mother-in-law. Okay, so you don't know. I cannot... Little tangent. I cannot stand jokes like that. I can't. It annoys the hell out of me. Like, those, like... I don't know what you would call them. Like, depressed husband jokes. Like, I can't stand that thing. Like, comments like that, or comments like, "Oh, my wife," or like, "Oh, I'm happy to get 5 minutes without her breathing down my neck." It's like, hey, hey, fucker. Just, I don't know, appreciate your family. Hey, I don't know, love your wife. Like, I get, like, playfully joking back and forth with each other, but when it's, like, genuinely sounds like they dislike their people, I'm like, come on, really? Really? I always hated that. Anyway, tangent over. Okay, so you don't know. No, and I apologize. I shouldn't have said that. Melanie has always been kind to me. There we go. There we go. Thank you. Thank you very much. And thank you. Thank you also in chat for understanding me. Okay. Every weekend she bakes me a ball of nougat. I apologize, Melanie. If you want to leave, the way out is more or less clear. I do want to leave. That is a good guess. If we ever meet again, it would honor me to paint your portrait. I'm an artist, as you know. I cannot paint you right away, as I'm in my soggy period, but if I conclude that work, or if you become soggy, well, who knows? I'm not soggy enough? Not for academia. No. Oh well. Alright, I'll work on getting soggier before we meet again. My mistake. What is this? Safe hanging from in an unsafe manner from the ceiling. Oh, it's got a combination lock. Damn it. Sleeping Gator Man. Unless he's lying about being asleep. I will not let sleeping Gator Men lie. Okay, if you say so. Would you like to do as an... What would you like to do as an alternative to letting this Gator Man continue sleeping? I'm gonna search him. Reach into the water and carefully grope the Gator Man's pockets. At least, you hope those are his pockets. Find a scrap of paper. Oh, cool. I'll take that. So sweet. Alright, I'm still gonna fight him. Slap him awake. Yeah, it's just one dude. We got him. Boom. Oh my god. Oh, easy. Easy win. Like an alarm clock wired to a tranquilizer gun. You woke him up just to put him back to sleep. Just as it should be. Just as it should be. See, that was the misunderstanding. I was gonna let him lie, but I wanted him to lie on my terms. Must be the second shift. Luckily, they're all facing the other way. It's fucked up, Izuki. No, 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 no. No, no, no. I just wanted to slap him silly a little bit, then put him back. Put him back the way I found him. You know, it's like how your mom always told you when you were little to pick up your toys and leave things how you found them. That's what I was just trying to do. Wanted to play around with him a little, then leave him back. Bop. 23? Holy shit. 10. Sure. That'll do. Oh, wrong one. Damn it. Yeah, it's not gonna matter. I'm gonna win anyway. There we go. Dispatch the guard gators. Your path forward is clear. Gatormen are remarkably good at building fires in a couple inches of water. That is true. Almost every Gatorman stronghold has had, some kind of bonfire. A forge, presumably for hammering on terrible gator metals. Rack of horrible-looking weapons. Nice! I got a froggin' fork. The fuck is a froggin' fork? Deals your mysticality plus 5 physical damage and heals you for 3 HP. Compared to what? Mysticality... plus 7 physical damage. Causes 2 bleeding. I mean, all of that's basically because of what I did with the upgrades. Alright, what are my... Hold on, let me equip this really quick and then compare them. I have enough stuff, so I'm just going to sharpen everything. Sharpen that. What else we got? I might not have many upgrades anymore. First fishing rod, gator stick, bag of spoiled vegetables. Alright, never mind. I guess we're sticking with this for now. When I get more upgrade materials, though, I might switch to the froggin' fork. Yeah, that seemed pretty good. Terrible rusty metal fridge dangles from the ceiling in a terrible rusty metal hovel. Cool. Hey there. This Gatorman seems less aggressive than is typical for these guys. Hi there. Greet, human. Not eat. Greet. Thanks. I appreciate that. You seem a bit more relaxed than the rest of the Gator folk. Yes. Everyone crazy, but done no reason. Not belong. Leave swamp. Where will you go? Don't know. Wander. Oh, I'm sending him to the hobo camp. Like a hobo? Hobo? What that? Basically, someone who travels from place to place because they're looking for work, or just don't have anywhere specific to be. Yes, hobo gator. First, though, need weapon. Defend self. Alright. How about hobo code? You know any? Hobo code? What that? Oh, right. You wouldn't know any yet. It's like little symbols that hobos use to leave messages for other hobos. Here, I can teach you some of the basic ones. Cool. Teach them symbols for safe camp, cops here, and increasingly rare and exciting pie on windowsill. Alright, I'll offer you a weapon. Didn't I have 2 Gatorman sticks? Yeah, I have 2 Gator sticks, so take one of those. It'll fit right in. No thanks. Weapon weak. Need power. Do I have 2 Tin Lizzie guns, too? I feel like I might. Oh, wait. Okay, so he needs something more than 5 base damage. Give you a dire corn holder. It's really the only thing I'm willing to give up. Alright. Want my dire corn holder? Is that good enough? How about this dire corn holder? Yes, good weapon. Strong. Safe now. Thank you, man. No problem. You know, there's a bunch of hobos collecting in a camp outside of Ocean City. They're pretty accepting people. I don't think they'd mind you joining. Plus, it'd be handy to have some muscle around the place. Sound good. I go. Alright. Gave him a new life. Ew. I don't know what any of this is or why I'm here. Alright, I'm out. This is apparently where the Gatormen keep their billions upon billions of swarming bugs. Ah, another farm. Alright. Let's give him a little fight here. Ooh. Perhaps this was not the right call. Nah, I'll be fine. Get him. Yeah, this'll be easy. There we go. Oh, so close. Easy. Ooh, I got a cold water bug egg. Alright. We've reduced the number of bugs in this terrible building by, let's say, 424? Okay. The fuck? Plus 9 to maximum HP? This tick wasp's rigor mortis has created a convenient way to latch it to your lapel. Not bad. Okay. Huh. Now, where do I want to go? I think I did everything there. So, let's give you guys your shit back. Spot a shadow orb hovering around and decide to follow it deeper into the swamp. Might seem like a bad plan, considering the old stories about people following will-o'-the-wisps and becoming lost in the swamp forever. But a will-o'-the-wisp is a floating ball of light, and this is the opposite of that, so logically, this is actually a very good plan. Except for how it leads you right to a group of tentacly shadow monsters. Yeah, they ain't got nothing on me. We're good. Easy. 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 Ain't nothing. Alright, I got your... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. They got caught. You're a Gatorman detective, I presume? Presumption accurate. Accusing hunters. Accusing hunters. Crimes grievous. Butchering Gatormen. Killing mailmen. Despoiling land. Speak you. Be accomplice. Or be ally Gator. I hate that. I hate that. I wouldn't harm a scale on a gator's head. Look at this. What I can say is I didn't kill that Gatorman. Gatorman mailman. Run away guiltily. Run away innocently. Words careful. Choice deliberate. But believe you. Found culprits. Caged them. What will you do with those men? Mailman dead. Suspect hunters. Have a trial. Find guilty. Consume them. You're gonna eat them? Drink them. Could you let them go, maybe? I'm unaccepting. Do justice. Liquefy them. I worked too hard for this. Prison break. I could take him. Time for a life of crime. I'm sorry, sir. I'm sorry. You should have just let him go. I got a gator cage key and a magnifying glass. I mean, he definitely knows who killed him. Let's see if the great detective can solve that murder. Detectives use these to investigate tiny crimes. Nice. Hey there, buddies. What happened here?
Got snatched, didn't I? It's funny. I'm calmer than I thought I'd be. That mailman slaughter's been hanging on my conscience some time, and I think I've been expecting the claw of Johnny Law before too long. But Paul, he wasn't supposed to get wrapped up in this. It's not fair that he should go down for it too.
Tear the cage open. Give Paul the voice of a gator man. There you go. Paul and John's eyes widened in anticipation as he popped the lid off the grimy jar. A wisp of breath escapes from the glass prison and rends its way through the bars of the cage, pausing in midair, then darting up Paul's nostrils. God, oh, I probably should have waited to attack the investigator. Oh my god, the investigator. Oh my god, the pun just hit me. Oh my god. Oh, I hate it. I probably should have waited until I gave them their items. Damn it. The new breath has invigorated Paul's muscles as well. Plump and pulsing biceps prise apart the bars of the cage. John cuts short his rejoicing when Paul crouches over the body of the gator man and keens in mourning. His first noise with a new tongue. Sorry about that. Enough of this obscene murder and asymmetric service of animalistic desire. Brother, you practice a violence that is worse than base. It is vicious, it is corrupt, it is wrong. I call an end to all aggression. I call it now. At stake is the project of life itself.
Paul, what are you saying?
Then Paul Leathers says 3 words so painfully profound, they reduce his brother to contrite tears. What? It's not important. Come on, tell me. Don't worry about it. Look, everyone's moving on already. John falls to his knees and weeps, moaning in anguish when he sees his reflection in the sodden swamp water.
Paul, the hunting, the killing, all of it. I did it to bring back your voice. In finding me a tongue, you gave me your heart. No longer can I recognize our blood in the ocean of it you have spilled. I call you brother no more. This doesn't seem like a conversation I need to be here for. Leave this place, man. This can't be goodbye, brother. I don't wish it. Know that if I see you again, it'll be for the last time. For I use the last of my life. I will use the last of my life to build a ladder to heaven of my own, so that I may protect the dinosaurs from men like you.
I also will be doing that. What? Okay. Hey there, buddy. Paul Leathers has regained the power of speech. He's almost glowing. Hello, Paul.
It seems our paths are fated to cross.
How have things been between you and your brother?
He may be by my blood, but I will not call him brother. Our blood is undone by all that which he has spilt in the causes of violence and vengeances. When next we meet, it will be in that azure empyrean, upon the highest rungs of our respective ladders to heaven.
So not great, then. What do you do now?
I build a ladder to heaven, which as we speak grows rung by rung.
When will that be done?
I expect not for several weeks.
Hey, can we trade? That's a hollow gator tooth. Interesting. Alright. Let me sell this. What else can I sell here? I think I have multiple fish in a bag. Yep, there we go. Really? I only had one? I know I have a lot of silver bars. Let me find those. Alright, those will be my 3 for now. No, I should get rid of items, too. Are they not called silver bars? Wait, where'd it go? Oh, pile of silver bars. That's so stupid. Alright, pile of silver bars. And we'll sell 3 gear or weapon or something like that just to get them out of our space. Come on. There we go. Holy shit. Oh my god, that's so much money. Alright. What do I have to sell here? Oh shit. I didn't realize I got to keep that feather. Huh. Okay, I'm gonna attach that to my hat. There we go. Yes. Wait, you stick a feather in your hat. Would you also like to call it macaroni? Yes. Thank you. Honestly, I kind of miss the big name, but I like that it's called macaroni now. So stupid. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. So stupid. I love it. Ah, I stuck a feather in my hat and called it macaroni. Beautiful. Alright, let's get rid of a couple of these. I know I have too many of these. Muscle plus 5 stench damage. Muscle plus 4 steed. Alright, so I can get rid of 1 gator stick. One gator stick. Muscle plus 4 stench. Nasty mop. Alright, nasty mop, gator stick, and physicality 3, physical damage, physicality by 2. And fairy star 1. Alright, fairy star 1, nasty mop, and gator stick. Fairy Star Wand, Gator Stick, and... Come on, almost there. Nasty Mop. Alright, that'll do. I do love macaroni. Whistling Man paddles a canoe through 2 inches of swamp water. He hits a rock and capsizes. In the very shallow slime, he thrashes and splashes, screaming about gators. You take the anxious fellow's arm and set him on his feet. You tell him calmly that he is in no more danger in 2-inch water than he is anywhere else in the swamp. If a gator wants him dead, he will be. You promise? He says. I promise. He thanks you. Well, I think we found the kids. This whole truck business sure feels like much ado about nothing. Ado is a weird word. There's nothing amphibious about this truck. Wait. Cab door hangs limply from its hinges. Pull it open. The truck has been abandoned for some time. There's nobody inside, unless they're very small and hiding. Are they? Small and hiding? No. Search the seats. Newspaper left on the passenger seat is open to the classified pages. Circled are advertisements for Mr. Rat's Hotel for Working Women and the docks. Alright, I'll take the paper. You don't need it. It's yesterday's news. Fine. Search under the seats. Gas tank is located under the driver's seat, which has the advantage of lowering the truck's center of gravity. This gas tank is empty, which has the disadvantage of the truck not working. You also notice a tiny glint of metal. A key! Cool. Got a small, largemouth Bass & Sons key. I imagine that's for that locked door. Alright, I guess that's all there is to do about that. Black smoke billows from the cowl. That engine is cooked. Eat the engine. I've got to eat the engine. You can't eat something just because it's cooked. I'm eating the engine. It's far too large to eat. I'm eating the engine. It's just not possible to eat the engine. It would kill you to even try. Girding yourself against the overbearing heat, you wrench open the cowl and peer through the smoke, only to find that someone has beaten you to it. The engine has already been eaten. Next chance I get, I'm eating an engine. Sure. I'm gonna eat the engine. You cannot stop me from eating the engine. So... back to largemouth Bass & Sons? Sploom? Ah, for the love of... What's with all these stinking mushrooms? I got spores all over me again. Why, I oughta... Don't shoot them. You'll just get more spores everywhere. Yeah, but I'll feel better about it. Revenge ain't a solution for every situation, Buck. But it works more often than you think. Look, just wipe the spores off with a handkerchief. Don't get all bent out of shape. This never happened when I was working the strong arm jobs. Except the time that goblin exploded at me. Alright, let's see what we can do with this key. Can I tell you anything about the truck? I found the truck. Really? Where? Is she alright? Does she need anything? It's out of gas and... She's out of gas and something ate the engine. Rats. I don't know where I'll find a new engine. And I really need that truck back. I left an egg sandwich on the passenger seat, and I'm afraid by now the egg will have hatched. What? What? What do you mean? What do you mean? Hey, what do I do with this key? Found the company truck. You're meant to be finding the company, son. Tom Chapman. The truck is the key to finding the sun. It is? Then where's Tom? Let me get back to you on that. Take it from an old bass reboner. Try and do too much at once, and your fish ends up looking like a porcupine. It's looking more and more like Tom ran away from home. Even if that's true, it doesn't matter. You find him and you bring him back, you hear? That young man has a responsibility to largemouth Bass & Sons. Okay. What do you have to say about this? Can I use this key for anything? No. Well, no. There you are. What a Kathy. Is she home? Ah. Can I marry into your family? No, I'm afraid we're all spoken for. Nothing personal. It's just that in the largemouth bass business, marriages are arranged from a very young age. It's political. You understand. I ate your sandwich. No, you didn't. The one in the refrigerator is a decoy. Nobody's ever found the real thing. I found the company truck. Truck? Are you trying to say Tracy? Kathy Tracy? No, but finding the truck might help us find Kathy. It will. Where is she then? I don't know yet. I see. So the truck may help us find her, or it may not. It's looking more and more like she ran away from home. Even if that's true, it doesn't matter. You find her and you bring her back. I might need to do some wandering. One of my side quests. Remove the boost from the mob's sunken submarine. Find 11 radios out in the world. not doing the burger thing. Deduce where the Big Moist, Kathy, and Tom could have gone. Take 11 padlocks back to the... Do I have 11? I don't think I do. Will Hunter and the Big Moist ask you to paint 3 dirty fences? Alright, I'm gonna go wander by the abandoned truck. I can't paint this fence, can I? Nope. Alright, I'm not gonna worry about trying to find out where those quests happen. I might. Maybe, you know what? Maybe I'll look it up before next stream, just so we don't have to, like, endlessly hunt for them. But for now, I'm not gonna worry about it. Burly Hunter, trudging through the mud, gives you a holler. As he nears, you see he's toting a shotgun under one arm and carrying a pile of gator hides over his shoulder.
What are you doing? Swamp's no place for a little boy. Gators will eat you alive. Take this. Get yourself a seat on the next bus out.
Wow, that's not enough money for the bus?
Fine, fine. Take it, but go.
Not a little boy, by the way. Finding on... Alright. Maybe that's not what I'm supposed to do? I mean, I could check these 2 places. See if they ended up here? I don't know what any of that was about. That's fine. I'm not gonna worry about it. Yeah, no, they didn't end up here either. They have ended up at the bus stop? Oh my god, they ended up at the bus stop. Of course they fucking did. Hi. Hold on, are you Tom and Kathy? Tom Chapman and Kathy Tracy? That was the names, right? Boy, not slightly. You can see you put in the work to remember their surnames and thought you may be at a cross. Maybe at cross purposes. What? And though you may be at cross purposes, respect must be paid. Who wants to know? I do. Isn't that obvious? Take a last look. We're on the next bus out. The folks back home think you were kidnapped or eaten. It's so utterly typical. They can't even conceive that someone might not want to live this small... in the same small little largemouth bass life that they do. It's not even a life. Not for us, it's not. The kind of life we want to lead is only possible in the city. Like fighting gatormen? What kind of life is that? We're gonna start a business making wigs for judges. Is that a job? Is he... Are you... Don't be rude. God, I'm sorry, but you gotta... I mean, that's like asking if cobbling is a job. Is cobbling a job? No, no. You're not gonna get me with that again. I don't think judges wear wigs in this country. It's gonna be an international company. That's where most of the money is, if you know anything about business. I need to take you back to your parents. Hell to that, you need to take us back like a bass needs bones. We're not going back, pal. Not ever. Largemouth Bass & Sons is a trap. All we can ever do there is repeat the same old toxic patterns that our fathers did. Our grandfathers did. Debone the fish, rebone the fish, debone the fish. What's the point? It's a mindless life and it's never gonna change. No, pal, not for us. Better to die in poverty than to live a largemouth bass deboner or reboner. Unfortunately, I was hired to bring you home. Listen, friend, we're not going back. There's nothing nobody can make us do. families are worried sick. What? It was real? It was real? I forgot about Occam's Gator. No. Occam's Gator, you have no power here. Occam's Gator? That's a real guy. Occam's Gator is, he's the bane of our lives. Our family's lives. He's haunted us, tortured us before I was even born. Can he be reasoned with? Back. Did you just say back? Miserable back. We will be miserable if we go back. The Gator sneers. To your surprise, the beast apparently has no intention of killing or eating the children, but means to return them home to Largemouth Bass and Sons. But why? Why would it care? You want them to be miserable? Oh yes, miserable back. I don't know what Occam's Gator wants except our whole family to be miserable. I don't know why else he torments us. What's your problem? Misery. Want to cause misery? Bass misery. The Largemouth Bass and Sons specifically? Why exactly? God. What? God? Misery God. You have a God that wants you to cause misery to Largemouth Bass and Sons? Amen. Okay. What's your God's name? Occam's Gator. Now you leave these kids alone. Thank you, but there's no shaking Occam's Gator when he's got his mind set to a thing. Mindset. Is this related to the... Wait, hold on. Is this related to the frog god? Hold on. Is it? There's gotta be a way this can work out. Violence. Apart from that. Violence. Misery. Wait. Can I change his mind? Monster abides by his own obscure ethos, but perhaps you can outthink him. If you let them go, you'll cause more misery to their families. Tom and Kathy will actually be more miserable if they leave. How's that? These kids want to start a company to make wigs for judges. Occam's. And you thought deboning and reboning largemouth bass was a joke? That's rude as hell what you're saying. What's your company? Occam seems to be giving it some thought. Just something to consider. A slow smile creeps across Occam's Gator's face and keeps on growing until it's made a complete ring around its head. Can you teach me how to do that? Okay. I can't tell if I won or lost on this. I don't know what to say. Nobody's ever stood up to that thing before. Dad even tried giving him a cut of the business to leave us alone. You mean what you said, though? That we're gonna be miserable making wigs in the city? Yeah, almost definitely. Huh. We're doing the right thing. If I was 100% sure of that... We're doing the right thing. If I was 100% sure of that when we left, I am now. I'm now 98% sure, which is still... It's still very high. Yeah, that's pretty high. Well, thanks, mister, for getting Occam's to take a hike. Thanks. I know it's not much, but would you want this? Free sample? Yeah! Worth it. Enjoy that, but mind you, don't combine it with the jury's wig and the executioner's wig. Nobody should have that much power. Hold on just now. Are you trying to take us back to Largemouth Bass? Yeah, I'd still very much like to do that. Oh, get us out of here. We're not going to do that. No, no way. If this is a run-in with Occam's Gator has taught me anything, it's that life is too short in time, and it's time for Kathy and I to get home and write our own story. Or to leave home and write our own story. Thought that was what you were doing from the beginning. Before I was 100% sure this was a good idea, and now I'm 101% sure. Me too. Alright, goodbye then. Well, I think I failed them. It's been an eventful wait for the bus. Alright, well, I gotta go tell them I failed, but... +10 maximum HP, plus 3 HP per round? That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Ooh, I kind of want it. But I just stuck a feather in macaroni. Alright, I'm gonna upgrade. You know what? I'll upgrade my judge's wig probably, just in case I want to equip that instead. But I'll do that next time. God, these side quests here took a lot longer than I anticipated. But I think we've just about run out of all the things we can do. There's a couple more, but I don't know where we're supposed to go for them. So I'll either give up on them or I'll look it up before next time so that we can just get it done with. But yeah. Anyway, that's all we got for tonight. So thank you guys for joining me. We'll be getting back to this on Sunday, but in the meantime, we'll be playing, or not Sunday. God, no, there's no Sunday stream this week. I forgot, it's Easter week. On Friday. But we will be doing some more Berry 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 tomorrow. So yeah, get excited. What? Yeah, look at the schedule. There's a schedule out there. It says my stream day. Yeah, no, we got 3 streams in a row this week. We got this, and then yeah, I can't stream on Easter. I'm gonna be really busy with family stuff, and then I got a big day on Monday, so it's not normal. What do you mean it's not normal? I know it's not normal, but it'll still be good. It'll be fine. We're doing this today. We're doing Berry 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 tomorrow, and we're coming back to this on Friday for another rare Friday stream, but we'll survive. We'll survive. It'll be fine, I promise. Anyway, we're gonna go raid Yola of Oz tonight. We're playing Frog's Adventure, and I don't know what it's about, but I'm very intrigued by what I see in this little preview here. So, anyway, that's all we got for tonight. So, I will see you again tomorrow for Berry Berry Berry, and until then, good night, everybody.